Hello there again my friends, this is Boy News Dog and welcome to the channel where I play, rank and review every game released on the Evercade, old and new. It's episode 3 of Ever Thoughts, as we actually have something to natter about today. I was worried there would be another week without me giving you guys anything, so I'm happy. We have a new trailer drop for the next cart, Sunsoft Collection 2. As usual, we will watch the trailer first and then we will go back and have a jolly good natter about it. Beyond that, there is also a bit more news about a further cart if rumours are true, so we will get into that after. And then, if you indulge me a little longer, I just want your thoughts on a channel related topic at the end. Let's have a look at the new trailer and catch up on the other side.
Peggy 12.
As usual, the trailers are way too short in it, so I've slowed the footage down and repeated clips while we natter. They go too fast for me to get everything in that I want to say. So as you can see, there are 7 titles in the collection. I've heard of a couple, but most are brand new to me. So a little bit sexy, let's take a look at the games. And first up we have Euphoria. The saga was originally released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1991. And is an open world platformer featuring 4 characters, each with unique abilities you can switch between. Looks bloody awesome. And next up we have the sequel to Aero the Acrobat, released in 1994. I'm not sure if this is Super Nintendo or Mega Drive version though. Love the first one, well tricky, but cool we get the next one. Interesting side note, the game was dedicated to Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian F1 racer who famously died in a crash during the Grand Prix. Master Blaster Any Below, another game in the Master Blaster series, released on the Game Boy Color in 2000. And apologies for this, but I did have a blast with the other titles we've had so far, so excited for that. And we finally get our first Christmas game with Days Before Christmas, originally released on the Mega Drive in 1994, exclusively in Australia of all places, before letting it come into the Super Nintendo and been released in Australia and Europe, but interestingly never North America. A version was planned but cancelled. Galaxy Fight Universal Warriors was originally released in 1995. I'm not sure which version of this we are getting, which is unsurprisingly a fighting game. Looks good, I bet I'm bloody terrible at it. Then we got Primitive Princess, a puzzle game released for the Game Boy in 1990, and it looks interesting enough. I do love me Game Boy style games. There's just something about the look, it's cozy or something. I've no idea what I mean. Now the star of the cart seems to be Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. It's not something I've heard of before, or that I can remember anyway. It's a spin-off from Aero the Acrobat, which makes sense looking at the graphic style, and was originally released in 1994. Looks to be a cool 16-bit platformer. So overall this is shaping up to be a nice collection of games with a fair few platformers in there and some Game Boy shenanigans to boot. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. What are your thoughts on this new cart and the games within? Now before the trailer dropped we got a bit of an early leak at the cover of 2 carts. Thank you PK for pointing me in the direction of a tweet by Crashline. One of the 2 carts being Sunsoft Collection 2 and the second being Pico Interactive Collection 4. Yes, a 4th collection, and you can't really go wrong with Pico, can you? Even the friggin' Sports Collection had a Top Gear 2 and Soccer Kid on it. Soccer Kid is a platformer, alright? I don't count it as football, so it gets a pass. With PK4 we look to be having 10 titles and I have been absolutely shy at working these titles out looking at the image. The star of the collection being Glover, that one is obvious. I definitely spy Street Racer, which I remember being a decent Mario Kart style game. There's Bad Street Brawler, and that one took me a while to work out. It looks alright, not really my cup of tea. One looked like a connection to Zero Tolerance, but I could be completely off. The Zero looks similar though, doesn't it? And I know there was at least a prequel and at the time unreleased sequel, but I think that's been released years later in a collection somewhere. And that's all I can make out. Sorry, the image blurs zoomed in and my eyesight is for shite. So if any of you have a clue, that big face has given me some kind of memory spark though, but I can't put my finger on it unfortunately. So what do you think of the second Sunsoft collection and rumours of a fourth Pico collection? Any ideas what those other games are? And finally, as always, thank you guys for your comments in the last episode. I'm always so blooming thankful. Love hearing your thoughts. I am putting a poll out on the community tab, so please if you're watching this, pop over to there and give a click. I've been having a natter with some fellow YouTuber buddies and we've been talking about the reviews I do on this channel. Now I began this channel with the sole purpose of having it finished in the end with like a vault of every single game released for the Evercade once they stop producing cards. However, I have noticed that certain videos get a lot more views. So my question is, what type of video actually made you subscribe to my channel to begin with? Was it the reviews? Was it the Everthought videos like this one? Was it the ranking videos? Or was it the first look videos? Was it a mixture? Or was it all of the above? And in the community tab poll, the question is more general: what videos do you return to my channel for? The poll is just really there so I can get a visual idea going forward, but I really would like to know your thoughts on that. I will still probably do all those videos, I'd just rather place more of my energy into what people prefer the most, or at least try to get a good balance so there's something for everyone. Or if there's anything else you'd like to see, I'm always open to suggestions. Hope you're all well, and please let me know your thoughts. This channel is nothing without your wonderful guys' input. And if you've made it here to the end of the episode, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or comment if you'd like. Either way, I'm just chuffed you poked your head in for a goosey gander. As always, I hope you're having the most awesomest of days, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.